The Maruti Suzuki Gypsy is a name that instantly connects with adventure, durability, and an unbreakable bond with the Indian automotive legacy. Now imagine that same legend reborn in a fresh ivory beige tone, standing proudly in a stunning exhibition hall, classic design meeting timeless charm. This version of the Gypsy isn't about flashy modern looks or overdone luxury, it's about character. That iconic boxy shape still commands attention, even when surrounded by the most modern SUVs of today. The ivory beige shade gives it a premium vintage appeal, something that reminds you of old-school toughness with a smooth, elegant twist. From the front, the Gypsy carries that familiar rugged face that people loved for decades. The round halogen headlamps, bold front grille, and upright bonnet design combine to create a simple yet powerful presence. This isn't a vehicle that tries to impress you with chrome or LEDs, instead, it speaks through authenticity. The front bumper sits high, giving excellent approach angles, and the strong steel structure means it's always ready to go off the beaten path. Seeing it under exhibition lighting, the ivory beige paint highlights every curve and edge like a fine sculpture of reliability. Move to the side, and that classic stance becomes even more evident. The Gypsy's short wheelbase, high ground clearance, and squared-off design make it look agile and compact, ready to handle anything from rocky trails to city lanes. The ivory beige color reflects softly under the lights, making the Gypsy appear both sophisticated and sturdy. The flared wheel arches, black door handles, and minimal body lines are reminders that this vehicle was built with a purpose, to perform, not to show off. Yet here in this exhibition, it manages to grab every eye effortlessly. At the rear, the story of utility continues. The spare wheel mounted on the tailgate is a symbol of readiness. This is not just a city vehicle, it's a companion for journeys where roads end. The taillights are simple, functional, and reliable, just as you'd expect from a Gypsy. The tailgate opens sideways, offering easy access to the back space, which can be used for gear, camping tools, or emergency equipment. In the reflection of the glossy exhibition floor, the ivory beige tone gives it a distinguished glow, a rare sight for such a rugged vehicle. Inside, the Gypsy keeps things straightforward. Function over luxury, that's the philosophy. But the ivory beige theme carries an unexpected warmth, giving the cabin a clean and welcoming look. The seats are upright and firm, providing the kind of support adventurers appreciate. The dashboard remains practical, simple analog dials, a strong steering wheel, and easy-to-reach controls that make it ideal for both city drives and wild terrains. Even though this interior doesn't have touchscreens or soft-touch plastics, there's a feeling of dependability that modern vehicles often lack. The engine powering the Gypsy is a true workhorse, reliable, tough, and ready for every challenge. Under the hood sits a 1.3-liter petrol engine, mated to a 5-speed manual transmission. It produces around 80 horsepower, which might sound modest, but paired with the Gypsy's lightweight frame, it's more than enough to handle steep climbs, mud, or rough countryside paths. The 4x4 system is the Gypsy's beating heart, letting you switch between two-wheel and four-wheel drive as the terrain demands. That's why even decades later, this SUV remains the favorite of army and adventure enthusiasts across India. In terms of ride comfort, the Gypsy has always been firm. It's not meant for luxury cruising but for durability. The leaf spring suspension setup gives it the strength to handle heavy loads and rough surfaces. On smooth roads, it feels steady, but the real magic happens when you take it off-road. The Gypsy doesn't shy away from mud, sand, or water. Instead, it invites you to test it. The steering feedback is direct, and the high seating position gives a commanding view of the surroundings, making it perfect for thrill seekers and explorers alike. The ivory beige color gives the Gypsy a unique identity, softer in tone but equally bold in spirit. It's the kind of shade that looks great in any light, blending retro charm with a touch of modern elegance. Under exhibition lights, it shines with sophistication. Under the sun, it looks earthy and pure. This color perfectly balances rugged performance with refined appeal, making the Gypsy look like both a collector's dream and an adventurer's favorite tool. When you talk about Maruti Suzuki Gypsy, you're not just talking about a car, you're talking about a legend. It has served in the military, competed in rallies, and traveled through mountains and deserts alike. It's one of those rare vehicles that built a reputation purely through performance and reliability. And even today, When cars are becoming more digital and less mechanical, the Gypsy stands as a reminder of what real driving feels like: raw, connected, and full of emotion. The return of the Gypsy in Ivory Beige, showcased in such an elegant setting, feels like a tribute to its legacy. It's a blend of nostalgia and endurance, showing that true icons never fade, they evolve. Whether you see it as a collector's piece or a capable off-roader, it delivers a story with every drive, a story of courage, simplicity, and unbreakable spirit. And that's what makes the Maruti Suzuki Gypsy more than just a vehicle, it's an emotion for those who love the road less traveled. If you love car reviews, legendary off-roaders, and automotive stories that celebrate passion, make sure to check out Auto Verdict on YouTube, your one-stop destination for the best automobile insights, features, and comparisons. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated with the latest reviews and classics like this timeless Gypsy.